just one chance to make a first impression, you know, just one of the innumerable lessons I've learned in a full and eventful life. And living in this fine city, well, there's nothing like it. It's got everything you need and more. It's all here. Take it or leave it. Enjoy it. That's what you want to do. It's what I've been doing all these years, and I've been all over, believe me. He who is tired of London is tired of life, sir. Well, ain't that tired? Know what I mean? Because this is my London. It's your London. It's our London. We are London. We are London. Past the glory city of today. Hey, talking of first impressions, what was yours? Which of London's rich tapestry of sights, styles and skirt lengths grabbed you by the vitals? Bricks and mortar, market porter, royal flush, football supporter. Don't get me wrong, I love the history, the buildings, the grandeur, but ain't it really all about the people? We're not a bleeding museum, you know. We're not some Disney-fied theme park. We're alive and we're constantly changing. Arthur Daly, Delboy Tribe, David Bailey, Harry Potter, it'll blow your bloody doors off. We are London. Oh, we are London. We are London. Past the glory city of today. In London. Today. In London. Come on, celebrate the greatest city. So don't put it off any longer. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? So come and join the best and the brightest. We work and play hard every day and never entertain the slightest. Now they'll make it all the way. It's no picnic. Competition's fierce and it can wear you down. But if you've got enough ambition, come and try your luck. Come on, try your luck in London town. We are London. We are London.
Well, good evening everybody, and welcome to the Cockney Cabbies Big London Quiz. As you can see, I didn't manage to get my my beautiful green screen. I have ordered it and it hasn't turned up as yet, so you're going to have to put up with the mess behind us. And also, one of my computers has decided to pack up this week, so I'm working on one, so you have to bear with me a little bit because I haven't had time to reboot it and put Windows back on it again. So, hope you're all keeping well and managing to avoid this this coronavirus and finding things to do. If you're in lockdown or isolation, hope you're managing to find things to do. I know that me and John and Joe can't wait to get out and start making some more videos, but it's a little bit hard at the moment with this lockdown in place, so we can't wait until we can actually get out and start making some more videos. But we are going to carry on doing these quizzes on a Sunday evening. We're going to carry on doing them on a Sunday, and we are going to do them every 2 weeks until the lockdown comes to an end, and then we're going to do them once a month. We're going to carry on doing them because we think people enjoy them, and it gives you a bit of entertainment sometimes on a boring Sunday evening, so it gives you something to do. So we've made the questions a little bit easier this week because I wrote the questions this week. So I've made them a little bit simpler because I am a bit simple sometimes. So we've made them a bit simpler because people weren't getting very high scores. I think they was a little bit difficult, and there's no fun in a quiz if you sit there not knowing all the answers. Well, we don't want you to know all the answers, but we want you to know some of the answers and be able to answer some of them. So there's no fun in a quiz if you don't know any of the answers. So we've made them a bit simpler, and I think a bit more fun this week as well. Not saying there's anything wrong with the questions that we used in the past, but what we're going to do is mix it up a little bit for the future, so that you can get a bit higher score. Well done to Mark Webb last week, who, or not last week, 2 weeks ago, who won our previous prize. Here's a picture of Mark with the prize that he won. Unfortunately, the picture's back to front because he obviously took it on his iPhone camera, and I think my mic's a little bit higher there. Yeah, he obviously took it on his iPhone camera, on the forward-facing camera, and it's back to front. So the wording on the book's around the wrong way. So I didn't have time. I didn't realise it was back to front until I put it into the broadcast software. But that's a picture of Mark with his prize that he won on the last quiz that we did on the bank holiday Monday. And here is the prize that you could win tonight. This is the prize that you could win tonight. It's a book called Winston Churchill's London at War Walk. And I will put a link up as to where you can buy this book and who wrote it as well. It was kindly donated, and I'm not quite the person who's donated its name escapes me at the moment, but I will look it up, and I will put the link on the video at the end when it goes up on YouTube. So that's the prize that you can win tonight, and I'm not sure how many people are going to be joining us tonight, but we've got 40 questions as usual, and we're going to give you the same way to submit your answers as we have always done. At the end of the quiz, we'll put up the link, and I'll tell you what the link is, where you can go and post your answers, and then you can go and submit your answers. We'll give you half an hour where you can submit your answers, so it doesn't give you time to go away and look up the answers on Google. So because that's not the idea of the quiz. The idea is that you write them down, basically write the answers down as we do the quiz, and at the end of the quiz I'll tell you where you can post the answers, and you can post the answers submit your answers, and then we'll mark it and then let you know who the winner is. We always email the winner to let them know that they've won, and also post it up on this video. And John's just said the prize is from Lewis. Lewis London Walks, and we'll post the link up as to where you can buy Lewis's London Walks. He sells them on eBay, so we'll post the link up as to where you can buy them. And if you want, you can support Lewis, who's obviously supported us as well by donating the prize. And we thank you, Lewis, for donating the prize. You see, on all these YouTube videos that people keep posting, they have the obligatory bookcase behind them. I have now got a bookcase, but unfortunately I have no books to put on it. So that's part of my my backdrop to these Cockney Cabbies quizzes. So if you're all ready, we will start with the questions. 4 rounds of 10 questions as always, and 4 different sections. We've got a history section on London, an entertainment section, a music section, and a London section. So the first section is the history section of the quiz, and we're going to start off with a really easy question to start with. And the first question is number 1 in the history section is, where did the Great Fire of London start? Where did the Great Fire of London start? And that's question number 1. So question number 2 is, there is a pub in Rotherhithe that traditionally held 3 licences, or so it's alleged. It held a licence as a pub, a licence as a post office, and a licence as a passport office. What is the pub called? There is a pub in Rotherhithe that traditionally held 3 licences. A licence as a pub, a licence as a post office, and as a passport office. What is the pub called? And that's question number 2. Question number 3 is, one of London's original prisons, which is now a museum, is located in Southwark. What was it called? That is one of London's original prisons, which is now a museum, is located in Southwark. What was it called? John's saying, I thought the questions were meant to be easier. I think they are easy, really. I know the answers to them anyway, because I wrote them. So I thought you'd have known this, John. Come on, get with the programme, please. So, question number 4 in the history section is, the old city of London was surrounded by 7 gates. Name 2 of the gates that surrounded the city of London. Now, you can name any 2 of the gates. We're not fussed as to what 2 of the gates you name, but just name 2 of the gates that surrounded the old city of London. So that's, the old city of London was surrounded by 7 gates. Name 2 of the gates. And that was question number 4. Joe's saying plenty of South London questions. Yeah, well, obviously I'm a South Londoner, ain't I? South. It's not spelled S-A-A-R-F. It's S-A-F-F. South. So, question number 5. Westminster Abbey is a famous church associated with the monarchy. But what is the real name of the church? That's question number 5. Westminster Abbey is a famous church associated with the monarchy. But what is the real name of the church? And that's question number 5. That's it, Joe. You've got it right now. S-A-F-F, South. and I'm not a pedantic South Londoner. Question number 6. Where in Tudor times would you have found the riverside palace of Placentia? Where in Tudor times would you have found the riverside palace of Placentia? Hope you're all keeping up and managing to answer all of these. That was question number 6. Question number 7 is the Tower of London lies within which London borough? The Tower of London lies within which London borough? That's question number 7. Question number 8. Most royal weddings take place at Westminster Abbey, but one notable royal wedding in 1980 took place at St Paul's Cathedral. Whose wedding was it? So that's most royal weddings take place at Westminster Abbey. That's why it's associated with royalty. But one notable royal wedding in 1980 took place at St Paul's Cathedral. Whose wedding was it? And that was question number 8. Yeah, as Joe said, if anyone wants me to repeat any of the questions, if you've missed one, please just put a note on YouTube and I will, of course, repeat the question. Not a problem at all. Question number 9. What is the oldest building still standing in London? What is the oldest building or structure still standing in London? And that's question number 9. And on to the last question for the history section of the Big London Quiz, the Cockney Cabbies Big London Quiz. On which heath did highwayman Dick Turpin operate? This is question number 10. On which heath did highwayman Dick Turpin operate? And if you want me to repeat any of those questions within the history section, please put a message in the chat on YouTube, and I will of course repeat any one of them that you want. The next section is the entertainment section of the quiz, and I'm just going to have a quick vape because I've given up smoking, which is good for you, and I've lost weight since we've been in lockdown, which most people have been putting on weight. I've actually lost weight, which is a good thing. So, on to the next section of the quiz, which is entertainment. And question number 1 in the entertainment section of the Cockney Cabbies Big London Quiz is London's Burning, which was a popular TV show, was filmed at which now disused fire station? That's London's Burning was filmed at which now disused fire station? And that was question number 1. Question number 2. Carl Howman starred in what comedy sitcom that was set in St John's Wood with two famous female actresses? That's Carl Howman starred in what comedy sitcom that was set in St John's Wood with two famous female actresses? And just one correction to one of the questions. The last question number 8, it was which royal wedding took place at St Paul's in 1981, not 1980. It's a mistype. Apologise for that. So question number 3 in the entertainment section is EastEnders is a soap opera portraying London, but where is it filmed? That's EastEnders is a soap opera portraying London, but where is it filmed? That's question number 3. Question number 4. The Long Good Friday starred Bob Hoskins, which is a film that was set in London. What was his character's name in the film? That is The Long Good Friday starred Bob Hoskins, which is a film that was centred in London and filmed in London. What was his character's name? Question number 5. In the film The Italian Job, Michael Caine, when he comes out of prison, collects his car from a parking garage. Where was that garage located? Or where is that garage located? Now, those of you that like the film will probably suss out where it's located, but those of you that have never seen the film won't stand a chance in Sorry, someone's just sent me a really funny message, and I'm going to read it out in a minute. Oh no. Yeah, Ricky has just sent me a message saying that this is Dropkick Rick. Said he's just sent me this message, and he said that he was Carl Howman's body double in the Flash adverts that he was in. Right, question number 6. Thames Television had a run with a show about the Metropolitan Police. What was the fictional name of the police station? That's Thames Television had a run with a show about the Metropolitan Police. What was the fictional name of the police station? And that is question number 6. Question number 7. At the start of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, we see the outside of a train station that was supposed to be King's Cross, but it wasn't. What station was it? So at the start of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, we see the outside of a train station in London that was supposed to be King's Cross, but it wasn't King's Cross. Which station was it? Question number 8. In the film The Long Good Friday, we see an explosion in a pub as they drive towards it. What is the real name of that pub? And additional bonus points if you can tell us where it's located as well. So in the film The Long Good Friday, we see an explosion in a pub. What is the name? What is the pub called? And where is it located for additional points, bonus points? Everyone likes a Brucey bonus, don't they? Well, you get a Cockney bonus here, not a Brucey bonus. Question number 9. Only Fools and Horses was a famous TV comedy show set in London. What vehicle did Del Boy and Rodney travel around in? So, Only Fools and Horses was a show set in London. What vehicle did Del Boy and Rodney travel around in? And think about that one. And question number 10, we did warn you that some of the questions will be centred around our videos that we film. So question number 10, in what street was the latest Cockney Cabbies video set? In what street was the latest Cockney Cabbies video set? So that was the last question in the entertainment section. That was question number 10. The next section is on music. And all are centred around London music. So if you know your music, you'll do well in that one. And yeah, as Joe said, let's see how many people have watched our videos. And yeah, we'll find out at the end when people submit their answers as to how many people have watched our videos. So we're going to move on to the music section of the quiz. And question number 1 is, which group had a hit with London's Calling? So question number 1 is, which group had a hit with London's Calling? Yeah, and Joe said, if you haven't watched our videos, why not? Quiet. Question number 2. Freddie Mercury was obviously the lead singer with the famous pop group or rock group or whatever you want to call them, Queen. Where in West London did Freddie Mercury live? So Freddie Mercury, who was the lead singer with Queen, where in West London did Freddie Mercury live? And that was question number 2. And please do not post the answers in the chat. That defeats the whole object of the quiz, doesn't it? Question number 3. Question number 3. What did the Kinks sing about at Waterloo? What did the Kinks sing about at Waterloo? And that's question number 3. Question number 4. Mark Bolan was lead singer with T-Rex. Where did he tragically die? Mark Bolan was lead singer of T-Rex, but where did he tragically die? And I want the name of the road. And that was question number 4. Full moon tonight. Question number 5. Who performed on top of Buckingham Palace during the Queen's Diamond Jubilee? Question number 5. Who performed on top of Buckingham Palace during the Queen's Diamond Jubilee? And that's question number 5. Question number 6. Which famous jazz club can be found at 47 Frith Street? Which famous jazz club can be found at 47 Frith Street? And that's question number 6. Question number 7. Which British composer wrote a London Symphony? Which British composer wrote a London Symphony? That's quite a hard one, that one. Yeah. Question number 8 in the music section. Spandau Ballet, who's a group from London, had a hit with a song named after a precious metal. What was it called? That Spandau Ballet, who are a group from London, had a hit with a song named after a precious metal. What was it called? Question number 9 in the music section. London-based Adamant sang about something charming. What was it? That's London-based Adam Ant sung about something charming. What was it? And the final question in the music section is question number 10, which is Samantha Fox is a London-based singer. But what made her famous? Because it wasn't singing. Samantha Fox is a London-based singer, but what was it that she did that made her famous? What thing in particular made her famous? And that's the end of the music section of the Cockney Cabbies Big London Quiz. Joe, put the tongue away, will you please? The last section of 10 questions is the London section. And Wavy P says 100%. Is that about Sam Fox or is that about... Right, the last section is the London section of the quiz, and after this we will tell you where you can post and submit your answers so that we can mark them and let you know who the winner is, and we'll do that within the week this week. So question number 1 is, how many roads are there in the City of London? Question number 1. How many roads are there in the City of London? And that's question number 1 in the London section. Question number 2. What is the emblem? What is the emblem that greets you as you enter the City of London? What is the emblem that greets you as you enter the City of London? No, Joseph, there's 40 questions. There's 4 sets of 10. You must have been asleep for one of the sections. So what is the emblem that greets you as you enter the City of London? There is a particular sort of animal on the emblem as such, as you enter the City of London from various points. Question number 3. The statue of which monarch sits outside St Paul's Cathedral? The statue of which monarch sits outside St Paul's Cathedral? And that was question number 3. Question number 4. What statue sits atop the portico of St Paul's Cathedral? That's what statue sits atop the portico of St Paul's Cathedral. And if you don't know what a portico is, it's the pointy bit at the top, the pointy bit. So if you don't know what it is, it's the pointy bit at the top of the cathedral. What statue is right at the top of that? And that was number 4. Question number 5. What is unique about the stone that Waterloo Big Bridge is built from? That is, what is unique about the stone that Waterloo Bridge is built from? And that's question number 5. Question number 6. The clock, more commonly known as Big Ben, is situated next to the Houses of Parliament. But where is its little brother located? The clock, more commonly known as Big Ben, is situated next to the Houses of Parliament. But where is its little brother located? And it's called Little Ben. So that was question number 6. Only 4 more questions to go. Question number 7. What ceremony takes place every night at the Tower of London? What ceremony takes place every night at the Tower of London? And in fact, it's been taking place even through the lockdown as well, even though there's been no tourists to see it. There's a particular ceremony and it takes place every night. at the Tower of London. And what is that ceremony called? Question number 8. What lies in the centre of Westminster Abbey? It's question number 8. What lies in the centre of Westminster Abbey? Only 2 more questions left to go. The penultimate question, number 9, is what is the royal name of the Crossrail line that is shortly due to open? One day anyway. It was supposed to have been a year ago that it opened. It's supposed to be this year. It don't look like it's going to happen this year either. So what is the name of the Crossrail line that is shortly due to open? And a nice easy one for the last question of this week's Cockney Cabbies Big London Quiz. Question number 10. Where in London can you find a statue of Paddington Bear? Where in London can you find a statue of Paddington Bear? There are actually 2 places that you can find a statue of Paddington Bear. Just name one of them, and we'll score you a point for that. So as I said, you'll be able to submit your answers from 8:45 if you go to cockneycabbies.com and click on the link on the menu that says Quiz Answers. It's not there at the moment, so don't try yet because we only post it up for half an hour at the end of the quiz. So if you go there from 8:45 p.m, you'll be able to post your answers, submit your answers, and then we'll be able to mark your answers for you. Don't try to look them all up on Google. You ain't got enough time really, because we only give you a very short amount of time. Only got a short amount of time to submit your answers, so don't try looking them all up. John said he was booked to see the stat ceremony last night, but it was cancelled. So booked tickets, and he booked the tickets a year ago. So he's a bit disappointed about that he couldn't go and see that particular ceremony at the Tower of London. So he's very disappointed. I'm sure he would have taken his video camera with him, although the beef eaters might have stopped him from filming them. But yeah, and as I say, we can't wait to get out and film some more videos for you. Now that the nice weather's coming, it'd be lovely to get out and film some more videos, but we've got things going on and there's lockdown on at the moment. We are still sort of thinking of ideas for new videos that we can do, bits and pieces and other things. So we're going to be putting all of those ideas into practice over the coming months. And we'll be doing the next Cockney Cabbies Big London Quiz on Sunday the 14th of June. Obviously we can't all be here because of social distancing, and I'm at home and not in central London. So John and Joe are actually in the chat room and on Facebook and monitoring that tonight. So we're all actually here, but not on the video. And you know, you get the one that's got the face for radio on the video tonight. That's why I used to do a radio show rather than YouTube videos. So thank you all for taking part tonight. We really do appreciate your support. It's great that you come along and take part in these quizzes every time we do them, and we really do appreciate your support. Also, a big thanks to Lewis's London Walks for donating a copy of their book, Winston Churchill's London at War Walk, as the prize for this week's quiz. It's great the amount of people that have donated prizes for us to give away. We're also going to be having some Cockney Cabbies merch, as they call it, as the youngsters, as the young guns call it, or the hipsters call it. We're going to be having some merch done that we can give away in future quizzes as well. And I might even have a shave for the next one as well. You never know. So until the next Cockney Cabbies quiz, that's all we've got time for this week. If any of you want me to repeat any of the questions before I go, please very quickly post it up in the chat on YouTube, and I'll quickly repeat the question. We'll be posting the answers up in the notes with the video after we've decided who the winner is, after everyone submitted their answers tonight. And once again, all please do stay safe, keep well, and most of all, be lucky. And we'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. See you next time. Bye bye.
You get just one chance to make a first impression, you know, just one of the innumerable lessons I've learned in a full and eventful life. And living in this fine city, well, there's nothing like it. It's got everything you need and more. It's all here. Take it or leave it. Enjoy it. That's what you want to do. It's what I've been doing all these years, and I've been all over, believe me. Here is tired of London, is tired of life, sir. Well, ain't that tired? Know what I mean? Because this is my London. It's your London. It's our London. We are London. We are London. Past the glory, city of today. Hey, talking of first impressions, what was yours? Which of London's rich tapestry of sights, styles and skirt lengths grabbed you by the vitals? Bricks and mortar, market porter, royal flush, football supporter. Don't get me wrong, I love the history, the buildings, the grandeur, but ain't it really all about the people? We're not a bleeding museum, you know. We're not some Disney-fied theme park. We're alive and we're constantly changing. Arthur Daly, Delboy Chai, David Bailey, Harry Potter, it'll blow your bloody doors off. We are London. Oh, we are London. We are London. Past the glory, city of today. In London. Today. In London. Come on, celebrate the greatest city. So don't put it off any longer. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? So come and join the best and the brightest. We work and play hard every day and never entertain the slightest. Damn, they'll make it all the